Black-marketeers seems to be profiting out of India's big mission to repatriate those stranded abroad, Indian citizens stranded abroad. The Vande Bharat mission has now been hijacked by those who are exploiting few loopholes for profit, as the government is in fact ensuring these flights during the coronavirus pandemic for the most desperate in need.
A massive repatriation mission transporting passengers amid virus restrictions since May. But an India Today investigation has found a soaring black market of Vande Bharat flights. Travelers frustrated at sold-out labels and a dismally slow booking portal. Fleeced by unscrupulous agents right in the national capital. When our investigative reporters visited this travel agency in southeast Delhi, posing as passengers, its operator Rahul Agarwal offered one Air India seat to Toronto at 1,75,000 rupees, up from its one-way official fare of just 75,000 rupees.
बताएं टोरंटो के लिए 2 टिकट कराने कितने का होगा टिकट अप्रॉक्स आइडिया सर मिलेगी आपको 175 की इतनी महंगी क्यों है वो 2 लाख रुपए 2 लाख रुपए टिकट बिक रही है अच्छा मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर डेट ही दे सकता हूँ अच्छा क्योंकि अंदर से करवानी पड़ती है तो 1-2 दिन ऊपर नीचे हमें चाहिए होता है अंदर से करवानी पड़ती है एयरलाइन से ही होती है सर ये यहाँ तो सिस्टम में कुछ नहीं है एयर इंडिया की एयर इंडिया का ऑफिस मिला एयर इंडिया की चाहिए भैया वो जो वंदे मातरम वाला जो एयर इंडिया का ऑफिस मिला वेबसाइट पे खोल लेना टिकट सब कुछ मिल जाएगा अगर आप गूगल पे डालते हो और एयर इंडिया की देखते हो तो 75,000 दिखा रहा है वो वेबसाइट पे तो सारा कुछ नहीं है सब पैक पड़ा ये भी ट्रैवल
Travel operators MS Jaggi at Delhi's Barakhamba Road demanded 1,10,000 rupees per seat on a Vande Bharat flight to Toronto.
क्या प्राइस रहेगा टोरंटो की टिकट का और कब तक की मिल जाएगी
जो मैं आपको 8 तारीख का कंफर्म कर रहा हूँ उसका प्राइस 1,10,000 है
तो इसमें सब कुछ कमीशन वगैरह सब आपका हो जाएगा 1,10,000 रुपये में
ये एक्चुअल में वेबसाइट के अगर भरोसे रहोगे तो आपको शायद मुझे नहीं लगता कि इतने अंदर टिकट मिलेगी ऑनेस्टली नो फ्लाइट
लेकिन 8 की मिल जाएगी बाजी
8 की मिल जाएगी
यहाँ पे सोल्ड आउट दिखा रहा है
यहाँ पे सोल्ड आउट दिखा रहा है लेकिन वैसे जिन्होंने अपना ले रखा है कोटा है ये हुआ है उसमें आपको मिल जाएगा
Air India is aware of the malpractices. The flag carrier has warned that agents found overcharging would be stripped of their licenses. But black marketing appears to be rampant during the pandemic. Travel operator Vipin at Delhi's Lajpat Nagar even claimed that Air India was running a private plane on August the 2nd to Toronto. He also offered a seat for 1,30,000 rupees.
ये एयर इंडिया का प्राइवेट
उसने हायर किया हुआ प्राइवेट है लेके जा रहा है
हाँ ये कौन
डायरेक्ट है एयर इंडिया खुद लेके जा रहा है ना
एयर इंडिया लेकिन वो तो साइट पर आ नहीं रहा है ये
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि इसने अपना हायर किया किसी और की फ्लाइट को हायर किया वो कैसे किया वो सब अंदर की सेटिंग तो वही जाना सकता है उसमें नहीं कर सकता
ठीक है
सकता है
तो इसकी जो टिकट की पेमेंट क्या 1,25,000 पेमेंट आएगा क्या आएगा इसमें
एक बंदे का जो टिकट का रेट वो 1,25,000 ठीक है
When our reporters visited Air India's reservation office in Delhi, its executive dismissed these claims about a chartered flight. He confirmed that the official one-way fare of a Toronto-bound plane stood at 75,000 rupees a seat only.
सर टोरंटो की फ्लाइट सीट नहीं है सर वैसे सर अमूमन टिकट का किराया कितना होता है 75,000 रुपये के आसपास आता है सर कोई ऐसा भी आप लोगों का चार्टर जा रहा है वो किसका है सर चार्टर वो एजेंटो का पता नहीं किसका चार्टर है हमें नहीं पता
Air India selling the tickets and getting money in its hand during the aviation crisis sparked by COVID-19. Middlemen and agents are also profiteering. Primarily because the airline's patchy booking system and a possible involvement of insiders. With Jamshed Khan and Nitin Jain, this is India Today's special investigation team.
We've showed you multiple sting operations of how this entire pandemic has been converted into an opportunity for profit, into an opportunity for those vultures, those who are prying on people's desperate situation. Poulami Saha, my colleague, is joining us with more details on this story. Poulami, this is a conclusive expose on how the system is being taken for a ride, and people, those who are desperate, in fact, these repatriation flights are supposed to be running to ensure that people, those who are stranded or are in dire need, can in fact avail these services. What explains this tacky system of Air India, which is allowing such profiteers to in fact pry on such people?
Well, Ankit, this is a very alarming situation, and a lot of passengers have been complaining about this. Our report itself said that Air India is aware of this malpractice, which is happening under its very nose. In fact, it gave travel agents the opportunity to sell tickets on these Vande Bharat mission flights only in mid-July. Repatriation flights commenced on May 7th. They have been happening since May 7th, but only in mid-July were travel agents allowed to sell flights on certain sectors only, again, select sectors only. Now, Air India very soon into that realized that, because they started receiving complaints from passengers saying, on the website, the ticket says 75,000 one way to Toronto. How is it that, I visit a travel agent, he says I'll be charged $110,000 for that same sector on that same particular day on an Air India Vande Bharat mission flight, which is about repatriation. The whole ambit of this mission is repatriation and not to make money off desperate people and their desperate situations. Air India, in fact, issued a circular on July 29th as well, saying anyone found to be, misusing this as an opportunity, as business opportunity, will be reprimanded and their licenses will be withdrawn as well. They've asked customers to come forward and complain, but like you saw in that report, and as we've shown to our viewers, it continues to happen right under their noses.
Poulami, stay on with me and we'll try and get a reaction from the Civil Aviation Ministry and Air India also on this expose. Ajay Aptane, he's the editor of Live from lounge.com and an expert as far as the aviation sector is concerned. He's joining us this evening as well. Extensively has written about the Vande Bharat repatriation flights and the loopholes that we have exposed today. Ajay, thank you for speaking to us. What do you make? I mean, this is a rampant practice. It's not just one dealer, one travel agent. We went to multiple travel agents and a similar sort of story has been repeated. It can't be done without involvement from insiders.
See, thank you for having me today. I think we've been aware that there has been some sort of a backdoor that has been used to sell these tickets for a very long time. We've heard about this on social media since June, if not earlier. Whether it involves insiders or not, I am not aware. But what I definitely can tell you is that at more than one occasion, there have been people who have been writing to us and alerting us about the fact that tickets were available with travel agents while they were not being sold on the website. So Air India, over a period of time, has come up with multiple explanations for this. One of them was that they were putting tickets in a drip fashion rather than putting all their inventory in one go on the website so that the website does not crash. But surprisingly, the website always crashes, whatever is the take rate on the tickets. And like you yourself said, and the passengers have said again and again, many a times it has been found that the tickets are found to be sold out even before they open on the official or the designated time. So, and these tickets have been found to be sold by travel agents.
Right.
Sometimes that
Ajay, just hold on to that thought. Let me bring in Poulami very quickly once again. Poulami, these flights, you said the basic purpose was repatriation. What is the criteria? Can anybody, if I tomorrow just want to go to Canada, can I just go ahead and book myself a ticket? What is the criteria? Who are the people, those who are eligible, in fact, to fly as far as these Vande Bharat flights are concerned?
Well, that obviously depends on the destination country. There are entry and border restrictions across various countries of the world that we're flying to under the Vande Bharat mission, and each country has its own rules and regulations. So, not every visa type is being allowed entry into the country. As far as Canada is concerned, we've only just signed an air bubble agreement with Canada, which is basically a bilateral agreement where national carriers from both sides can fly passengers to and fro from each other's soil. And in that case, obviously, in specific air bubble cases, we have made for easing of restrictions as far as entry requirements at both sides are concerned. Air Canada, in fact, will be commencing flights under the air bubble agreement on August 15 till the end of August. So it's a 2-week arrangement that we've made with Canada. But otherwise, if you just look beyond the 4 or 5 countries that we finalized these air bubble agreements with, it is only Air India Express, or into the Gulf region. If you look at Indigo, SpiceJet, and Vistara to some countries as well. Vistara will be flying to the UK as well. So certain airlines, but otherwise it's restricted to our national carrier, and that is something which is somehow being, misused. That sort of, stricture that we are functioning under, that passengers are functioning under, that they can only fly in Air India, that is somehow being misused.
Ajay, aviation industry right now is reeling under this corona-induced, lockdown, to say, or the aviation industry is completely, in fact, right now at the tenterhooks because of the losses that they are suffering. What can specifically Air India do so that this is not misused? And largely, if you take an overview of this entire picture, is it time for the government to open up further, get more flights in, get private carriers also involved in this exercise so that A, people have more options, and number 2, such illegal methods can be weeded out?
See, let's answer your first question, which was about what can Air India do to stop the misuse. I think some of the other countries did very well on this part. For instance, Britain itself assigned a private charter company to sell tickets. What happened in this case was there was no misuse, at least not that we've heard of, where British Airways tickets were sold to people returning to the UK from India. I think using OTAs is a great idea. For instance, the Make My Trips and the Clear Trips of the world. Their servers are pretty much, they have the capacity to handle these tickets, and it gives the customers a fair chance of getting a ticket if there is one. But private agents, offline agents, while they do great service in the regular times, unfortunately, some of them, like we've seen, have found to be unscrupulous at this point of time. So I think using OTAs is a good technique to kind of make sure everyone gets equal access to these tickets. Secondly, coming to the part about opening up aviation at this point of time, I think there are various models that different countries are trying out at this point of time. And one of the models that is working, I don't know, really well, I wouldn't say that, too early to say that, but one of the models that countries are moving towards is to open up aviation and then test people on arrival, see if they have, if they've by mistake transmitted the virus or not. And then they're kept in quarantine till the report doesn't come out. If they come out negative, they're free to go about their business. If they come out positive, then obviously they're quarantined for 14 days or sent to hospitals for, treatment. So that is a model that India can also look at. Regular air traffic opens up then, and then it's the choice of all the carriers, Air India or Vistara, wherever they have.
Absolutely, and it will be an important step, in fact, for normalizing the situation as well. The aviation industry already under a heavy economic loss as well. The government, but this will require a lot of logistics for a country which is still trying to, in fact, we are trying to get our testing up to the international levels. How soon can we do this? The model that Ajay was talking about. Thank you so much, Ajay, for speaking to us. Polumi, also thanks for joining us with all those details on this explosive story that we have put out, how the loopholes are being misused completely by those who are, in fact, profiting out of the pandemic service of the Air India, the Vande Bharat Express. Now,
hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.